I don't want to be a dancing bear on social media. That's a line that came from one of my coaching clients earlier this week, and I thought it summed up perfectly what people feel like they need to do to get attention on social media. So today I wanted to talk about how to go about creating deliberate content so that you don't have to do as much prospecting and you don't have to do as much dancing bear moves on social media. And because this kind of felt like a more intimate fireside chat, I decided to change up my scenery for today's video and get comfortable over here in my chair against my wood wall. So if you're new to this video, hi, my name is Lindsay Sewell. You can find more information about me at lindsaysewell.com and jump on my newsletter over there, because that is where I share my best information, my best tips, and my best content and services that can help you in building your business online. So what does it mean to be a dancing bear on social media? Well, I can't really climb inside her head and figure out exactly what she meant about that. But the way that I took that is that she feels like she has to do silly things to get engagement, that she has to be way out there, that she has to be somebody other than herself and put on a show, because it's not natural for a bear to dance. And so if you feel that you have to come to social media and show up as somebody that you're not bringing your true, authentic self. And that can feel really uncomfortable. That can feel very disingenuous. And ultimately, over time, most people are not going to continue on doing that long term because it's out of integrity with who they see themselves as. So what else are we to do if we're not to be a dancing bear on social media? Well, one of the things that you can do is you can actively search for people who are looking for what you have. And that's kind of called prospecting, right? Prospecting is going out there and searching for the people who are looking for the products and the services that you have. But it requires a lot of energy if you're out there searching for people and you don't know whether or not they want what you have. You're likely to face a lot of rejection because you don't know if they want what you have. And so you're going to go through a lot of people. A lot of people are going to say, no, that's not for me. And that rejection one-on-one can get really painful over time. It's another reason I am such a huge advocate of email, is because you can put your content, your services, and your offers in front of a lot of people all at once, and most of them might reject you, not take you up on the offer, but you're not going through that pain and mental anguish of having one-on-one conversations with people to do that. The other thing with prospecting is it's very, very time consuming, right? If you're spending the time to get to know the people that you want to work with or you want to sell to, which, newsflash, you should, because the market is smart. They don't go or fall for the scripts anymore. They're not going to be turned on by you saying, hey, I want to expand my business in this city, or you look like a sharply dressed individual, or you look like a smart lady. They're not going to be fooled by that anymore. And so you can't just hammer that out one by one. Plus, if you're doing it on social media, you're likely to get yourself in Facebook jail if you're just sending a cut and paste message to hundreds of people. And don't get me wrong, you're going to have to send it to hundreds of people per day if you're not building rapport and relationships. So what else are you gonna do? I mean, this is gonna take you lots of time. You're gonna be trying to build these relationships with lots of people all day long. You're gonna be up in your messenger inbox. You're gonna be talking to people all day long. And I, for one, decided pretty early on that I didn't want to prospect because I have 2 small kids and those kids need my attention. And furthermore, I'd just rather go play with them at the park than spend time in a bunch of conversations with a bunch of people who may or may not be interested in what it is I had to offer. So if that's the case, if you don't want to pretend that you're somebody that you're not on social media, and you don't want to prospect your face off all day long in your messenger inboxes, what are you to do? Well, this is where attraction marketing comes into play. And this is the beauty and the glory of attraction marketing, because you stand still. You stand still and you create content, you create messaging, you create videos, you create blog posts, emails, whatever it is. You may be beautiful on the written page. You may love video like I do. You may want to create a podcast like the famous Amy Porterfield. You show up and you create your content and your value and how you help and serve people, and you put it out into the world. And those who are attracted to that message are going to seek you out. You see, attraction is very chemical. Think back to when you were dating and you were attracted to somebody. It's not rational, right? You fell probably, if you're like anybody, when you're young and you have your first crush, you fall head over heels in love, quote unquote, with that person. And you think about them all day long and you fantasize about them. And nowadays you probably Google them, right? That was not the case back then, but I used to ask all my friends about them, and I wanted to know everything about this person that I had this crush on. And it wasn't logical and it didn't make sense. It's very chemical. And there can be wonderful people that you meet that you're just not attracted to. But there's 3 billion, probably more at this point, people on Facebook. So it's likely that there will be a certain amount of them that are attracted to you and your message. But if you're out there searching for them one by one, it's going to be very time consuming and very tedious. And if you stand still and you start to produce that content and you get good at repurposing that content in multiple places over multiple days of the week and multiple times of the day, and you tell people how they can come and find you, spend more time with you, get to know you better, that's where the attraction marketing comes into play. You get to stand still and do what you love all day long and wait for the right people to get interested. So what do I mean by, wait for the right people to get interested? Well, you still need to be going out there and meeting people, but you get to be going out there and meeting fun and interesting people and letting them come back and check out your stuff, right? If you're on a platform like Facebook, maybe you hang out in some Facebook groups and you comment on some people's profiles or their posts, and then they come over and they take a look at what you've got. And if you've got really great content, if you've got really valuable stuff and it resonates with them, they're likely to hang around. You heard me mention at the beginning of this video, hey, go to lindsaysewell.com and get on my newsletter, because that's where my best stuff is. If you're attracted to this messaging, if you're attracted to this style, you're likely to go over there and head over there and check it out. You are safe because you get to check it out before you come directly to me, get on a phone call, get into a presentation, get into whatever, a Zoom call with somebody. You get to learn a little bit more about them. Just like you did when you had that crush on the first person that you were head over heels, right? This is gonna be gender generic because I don't know who's watching this video, so let's just go with your first crush. You wanted to go and check them out and watch them and find out more about them before you maybe made that move to go up and say, hey, I like you. So you want to give your audience the opportunity to do that with you. And if you're on a platform that's discoverable like podcasts or Pinterest or YouTube, you're able to put that content out there and get discovered by people who are searching for it, who might not even be in your network or connected to you. So if you want to learn more about attraction marketing and the exact step-by-step hows of how to put that into action, then you're definitely going to want to go ahead and jump on my newsletter and check out some of the other videos on this channel that specifically talk about how you can start implementing attraction marketing in your business right now, starting today.